Hot news: the world is 2 minutes from doom. Opinion CNN. We have to go back 66 years, to 1953, to find a time of equal danger. The Soviet Union had just tested a hydrogen bomb. Eastern Europe was, in 2018, Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists experts the nuclear danger to that dangerous time in the Cold War, setting the clock to 2 minutes to midnight. We have kept it there. Why? Because a new Cold. So, why are we making that gamble again? This is not our only survival imperiling challenge. Humanity faces, by blunder or miscalculation, nuclear powers now risk the unthinkable by violating or walking away from existing nuclear agreements, while at the same time expanding their already bloated arsenals. In place of Syria, the United States abandoned the Iran nuclear deal and announced it from the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, brave steps toward a complete dismantlement of global arms control. Meanwhile, the world's nuclear nations are proceeding with programs of so-called nuclear modernization that are all but indistinguishable from a worldwide arms race, and the military doctrines of Russia and the United States have increasingly eroded the long-held taboo against the use of nuclear weapons. On the climate change front, global carbon dioxide emissions, which seemed to plateau earlier this decade in 2017 and 2018, to halt the worst. At the same time, the main global accord on addressing climate change, the 2015 Paris Agreement, has become increasingly beleaguered. The United States. Amid these nuclear and climate developments, there was a rise during the last year in the intentional corruption of the information ecosystem on which modern civilization depends. In many forums, the current international security situation has extended more than 2 years now. It's a state as the longer world leaders and citizens thoughtlessly inhabit this abnormal reality, the more likely it is that we will experience the unthinkable. Sanity prevail. It is 2 minutes to midnight, but there is no reason the doomsday clock cannot move away from catastrophe. The new
raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.